case there's some of you people out there who still don't know what's going on, it's catching on pretty quick. The experiment is catching on, but I'm now going to let out one more signal. How many of you out there don't know what's going on when I go? Anybody out there not know what's going on? That guy right there. Well, let me just tell you that this is a little signal. You're supposed to know what these signals mean, and you can ask somebody what all the other ones mean, because most of them seem to know it. But I'm going to let one more of them out of the bag. This is a debut signal. This is going to make 5 signals here now. So spread the word. Mike didn't get it here. Okay. If I go like this, 4 of those, you're supposed to grab your hand as if you just sliced your finger off and scream, "Oh fuck," at the top of your lungs. Signal number 5. You gotta keep on top of these here. Still a lot of people who haven't caught on, a lot of people who have. I'm just going to go through this one last time here. This is the little language. If you hear me do this, this is for people who don't know. If you hear me do this, or Paige do this, though I usually do it, but anyway, or Mike do this, it means we're going to say something. There's 5 things that we can say. There's a bunch of people up here and a lot of people spread out that know what they are. These are the 5 things that we can say. Thing number 1. Boom! You're supposed to go boom. Okay? If I go that's sing a random note. Let me just for those of you who really don't know what's going on, the concept here is that all the people in the audience know about this. Most of the people who come see Phish a lot know about it. Every once in a while we come to a certain gig and a lot of people know about it. What happens is we do one of these signals, suddenly out of the blue, the whole audience does one of these things. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. There's 100 people out of a huge crowd that are just standing there dumbfounded, and then you don't say a word about it. So you're supposed to tell this stuff to people who come see Phish and keep the general public, they don't have to know about it. So, all right, I'm giving you 2 of them. The first is the Simpsons theme, which means doo, like Homer Simpson. Second one is the circus theme, which means sing a random note. The third one is which means turn around and face Paul and Chris at the soundboard and scream as if the stage was back there. So we're going to try that one right now. Everybody, I'm going to do the 2 everything, turn thing, and then everybody's supposed to turn around and face that. So that the concept again is that you've got one person standing there who doesn't know what's going on, and suddenly the whole crowd is facing them, screaming at them. Okay, that's 3 of them. The 4th one, and the best one, is the old. Okay, again, some of the people got it. When that happens, you're supposed to fall down like you suddenly were struck on the head with an enormous hammer. So let's try that one. And also, just to make it a little more complicated, imagine that we're in the middle of a big hectic jam, and I suddenly throw that in. So we're gonna go to C sharp here, and we're gonna go. And then the last one is the aw fuck, which is this one. That's it. Spread the word.